Welcome to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and here they cherish games that are played at night. But a Saturday afternoon in Tiger Stadium is pretty special as well. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Oregon State Beavers, taking on the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Beavers will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Offense set on first down.
Get set.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens?
It's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Yeah, these wide receivers are so fast nowadays. They're such big playmakers. I just want to get it to them and let him make it happen. But a lot of times, we're running to him, too. We're focused on chasing him down and funneling the football in the right direction. Defense swarmed, did a good job getting their hand on the football, causing the fumble from the wide receiver.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Red pass, it's complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Quarterback keeps it. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon State. The defense flailed at him like he was slathered in baby oil and wrapped in rattlesnakes. They didn't get close to him.
It's hard, man. The dude's so fast, but he's still allowed to throw it. He can still run it. He's so hard to get a handle on, and I tell you what, that's why he makes big plays time and time again.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They could make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Wilcox. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
The give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, boom, and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one.
6-9-1, Gators score. Here we go.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good...
It's complete. A huge pickup. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Beavers!
And this offense gets on the board in the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Oh, he's going to go for the return. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll give it to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
He'll try it again. Plows through the defense. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback checking the play. Toss to the outside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying. It'll bring up 4th down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the move, it's Browning. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that 1st down on that run play.
They'll run the option. And a short gain here in the 1st quarter will come to a close.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Oregon State 14, LSU 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. After the run, now to throw. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Oregon State. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the 1st half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the 1st half.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quick.
He's there to make the stop.
Run play by the quarterback. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25.
Let's go.
From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the connection.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
On
This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He makes the grab. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Now on second down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
No gain on the play. Third down coming up.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. What better way than converting on third down? Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Wilcox. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
He's showing you his skills on that last throw. This guy's got arm talent and accuracy, man, and some of it's not coachable. And I think back to Jamarcus Russell and Joe Burrow, two former Tiger quarterbacks that were the first overall pick in the NFL draft. They had some of that, too. They just had a feel for the position that you simply couldn't coach at the college level. This guy, man, he's got some serious tools, and he really helps make this offense dangerous.
He wants to throw it again. Tight end finds a soft spot. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the field goal unit is on the field. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Texas Tech is showing little remorse for its opponent today. Feels like ever since they arrived at the stadium, that Red Raiders offense has been a buzzsaw. They're up 14 over South Carolina. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. And back to the air on second down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And that pass picked off. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity.
when I'm a cornerback and I'm playing zone and specifically cover 3, I got deep third of the field, right? The defense is going cornerback in deep third, other cornerback in deep third, safety in the middle of the field. So I got to get deep, make sure I'm playing my zone. He does an unbelievable job understanding that, playing zone, breaking on the football, going and getting that INT.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. LSU right back to the line.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is good.
A shot toward the end zone. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on first down, second down, and third down, as you saw right there.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Rifles it down the middle. And that pass is intercepted. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
If you don't have good vision, you're not going to be a middle-of-the-field safety. You got a lot of ground to cover from hash to hash. You better be able to see the quarterback. You better be able to see routes and break on the football. Nice job seeing the formation, seeing the route, breaking on it, and making the interception.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Handoff from the gun. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He tries to take the top off. And he's got it inside the 35. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Beavers!
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
28, LSU, 3.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
They'll go right back to him. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Looking to throw for it. He'll throw it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Incomplete.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Got some room to run. The tag. Touchdown, Oregon State. And this defense coming out with points of their own. What an interception return.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking 4th down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
With the score, Oregon State 35, LSU 3.
The kickoff team out there set to boot it away.
Set to kick it off.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field.
Let's go!
Snags a quick pass on the left. At the 40, there he goes. The expressway is wide open. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down, they'll spot it at the 22.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop, and you better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
Dialing up a second down pass play. Fires to the right. Picked off. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
We've just seen in this game, the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The give to the back. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. They'll leave it with the lone back. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
They'll test the right side. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And credit to the offense, sticking with the run, but, man, it's not working. And this defense is not budging. And we've seen them all season. They've been so dominant. I do think it's going to have to come through the air. And you're going to have to turn your quarterback loose, let him rip the football, because this defense is so stout against the run.
Now facing a 3rd and long.
Green 25.
He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
The run from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
The coaching staff defensively, they harp on this unit to be more physical, to fly to the football and gang tackle. You're seeing all of that in this game. That's why they're one of the best run defenses in the nation.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. Gets it out quickly. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Got the quick pass. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Come on, set. Ready.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown LSU!
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
And the extra point cuts into the lead just a touch, 35-10.
That makes the score Oregon State 35, LSU 10.
The kickoff unit about to go to work.
Set to kick it away.
Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34.
Offense will take over. First and 10.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
On second down, wants to throw. It's caught downfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Well, that receiver, he knew he had to get his head turned around quickly. He's running the curl route against zone coverage, but he knows his quarterback is going to be firing that ball into him. It's a rocket pass. He's able to make the catch and get the first.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Pocket starts to collapse. He's going to take off. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Beavers will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Just needs a crack to get a return. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. The lone back's got it. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week one, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
Then I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quick.
He's off to the races. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. But trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Back to the air one more time. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's what...
Trying to burn this defensive back. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They'll have to get it to the 37 on third down.
42 spot.
From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
This is exactly why third down is practiced every single day. 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on third down.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. The give on the inside. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Out of the gun to give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
It's 4th and 8, and never a hesitation. They'll go for it.
Here we go. Hot. Longer. Let go.
Little over anxious, out of the stands early, and it's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Beavers send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Signals for a fair catch around the 5-yard line and hauls it in. He's backed up deep in his own territory. We'll see what this offense can do sitting inside its own 20. They'll go to the ground. Finds a crease at the 20. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Inside the 30. Past the 10. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, LSU!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And after the extra point, they trail 35-17. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. So they got the score. The lead is still 18 as they prepare to kick off. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
We are ready to pop the cork in Champaign, Illinois, home to the Fighting Illini, and the fans clad in orange and blue are more than ready for this one. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Oregon State Beavers, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Illinois will kick it off to get us underway. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So Oregon State's offense takes the field to start this game off. And they're led out there by a man who will carry the ball plenty in this one, guys.
Well, it's real simple. He's the best player on their team. They have got to force-feed this guy the football, David.
No doubt about it. The offense goes through him. Excited to see how they've built this offense and how many different ways they can get him touches.
They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the...
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Beavers!
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. So the Oregon State Beavers offense will get the ball for the first time. A big challenge for both of these quarterbacks, Jesse, is dealing with a ball-hawking free safety on the other side.
Oh, you're right, Reese. QBs better be good with their eyes. Better not stare down wide receivers in this one, because if you float the ball down the middle of the field, that's getting picked.
And these guys are going to be right in the middle of the field, flying all over the field, and quarterbacks will make sure that they are locked in and not throwing the ball near those guys.
He's got it on the right. They make the stop right there. Good pickup and still short of the first down. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Fires to the tight end. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10. Got his man quickly. He breaks a tackle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reece, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long.
Oh, it's picked off, threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. It's first down from the 37-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Powers forward but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. The Beavers look to do some damage in the red zone. They'll try to run for it. Nice move to pick up yardage. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. They have declared their intentions on this drive, keeping it on the ground. It's 1st and 10 again. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon State! made. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score.
Illinois, 0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Illinois offense returns to the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after the pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this route.
It's a draw. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. He makes a catch. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down distances, 3rd downs. And having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Illinois right back to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender.
Incomplete.
Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Oregon State has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And the Beavers will come to the line to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. The offense lining up for a first down play. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positives.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
They're setting up the screen. At the 45, on its way. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clinic.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now
Snags it. Touchdown, Beavers! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Oregon State, 21. Illinois, 0.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
And a lot of coaches put a lot of emphasis on situational type running, right? when it's a goal-to-go situation, short yardage situation, like when I need to run the football and they know I'm running the football. Right there, I haven't had a lot of success, but I needed a few yards to get the first down. Great job on the offensive line, creating some space, getting the first down.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Finds the big tight end. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups where you see, you think about it, he's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
Now they'll run the draw. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. They'll run the screen. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. It'll be a draw. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Illinois looking to pay things off on 1st and goal.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Quick pass on the fly motion. Sweet feet on the move. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with the touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind the 8 ball. I think this offense
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown Illini.
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
They'll try to... And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Georgia State is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. They're trailing by just 4 to the Pandas. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Time to take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. He'll throw on 3rd down. On target to the left. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. The Beavers with the 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Going to let it fly. Got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon State.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to...
Afterburners coming. He's at the 30. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Swings it out to the flat. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Illinois.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half, we keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Fires left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He'll pull it down. At the 35, he's got room. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Beaver.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. It's 1st down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Got things teed up and just about ready to go here in the 2nd half.
Illinois, 14.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the 2nd half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the 2nd half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go...
Hit the afterburners, kid. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. This is an explosive attack, and that last big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 26. Use the play fake, now to throw. He looks that one in nicely. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able...
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect him well enough.
Give to the running back. Got room at the 35. Nothing but green grass down the middle. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Oregon State. And the punishment has been extended.
So this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
14. Return runs out of bounds.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Handoff from the shotgun. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Beavers! And the route is on.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
14.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
He'll try to pop the draw. At the 35, he's open.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Taking it the other way. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Fights off a defender. Touchdown, Oregon State! And the stomping has commenced. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Line gets set, first down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. A quick pass to the left. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Oregon State has the lead. This has been a iteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. He wants to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarter.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Still on his feet at the 45. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he gets a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
He's run out of bounds, but not before, turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He makes the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4.
Small game, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Tackled, but he has a first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big...
And that pass intercepted. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. The 20. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick and then the nifty moves on a terrific return. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy...
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Illini.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. That's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback will audible. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down.
And the ball's out in there after. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. Excellent field position here for the offense. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you... Exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the 4th quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game, being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
Feeling some heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And I'm putting that one in my back pocket. I'm going to start. I'm going to highlight it. That blitz came home. We are going to need that down the road, and I'll be ready to call that one.
Makes the catch. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Beavers will punt this one away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Fair catch called for and made. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
He'll start this drive firing. Working that left side now. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Comes out throwing on first down. Makes the grab over the middle. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Trying to find his man on first down. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over. And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
And the Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. Still running at the 40. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
I love it. What a play call. Going to the fullback in the running game, and he shows you that he's got some ability. This guy was a big-time high school running back, and he shows you the wiggle. He's got some ability to break tackles, and he helps his offense out.
He'll toss it. Open space at the 25. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense in their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Going for 6. He's got it. Touchdown, Beavers! And the pummeling has started.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
21.
On the move from inside is 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. First down here for the offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's got it. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out and find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary